Hi, this is Jeffrey Kerr at Kerr Financial Group. Today's Monday, January 27, 2025. Lots going on. What an exciting month and start to 2025. With all the stuff, new administration, geopolitical stuff, global stuff going on. And, over the weekend, this, DeepSeek news hits the markets. And the markets have not reacted well. So let's start with what DeepSeek is, from what little I can research. But it's an open sourced AI program. The over the weekend, DeepSeek was the most downloaded app from the Apple Store in the U.S. and in China. The importance of it is supposedly they developed this in 2 months. And also, they only spent $5 to $6 million, although I've seen some other estimates, maybe $10 million. But compare that to like OpenAI, which raised $6.5 billion to continue on, developing of the OpenAI platform and other, AI stuff. So this could be just changing everything in terms of AI. And I've mentioned it before, this is a wildly overvalued market. So news like this is, pretty dramatic, and the stocks are reacting that way. I mean, overnight, the NASDAQ futures were down 1,000 points. They've come back, and the NASDAQ, a little bit ago was down 600 points. The Dow was actually up, and S&P was down about, I think, 0.5% or so, but it's been weakness. Although interesting, I think small caps, which have been lagging for years, they were doing pretty well today. So maybe just a change of leadership and like that. But boy, I think that you need technology and that sector to stabilize and in order for the markets to move forward. Maybe the other sectors. And there's a lot going on and a lot of unknowns. So, and once again, NVIDIA, a great company, severely overvalued stock. And so, just as if you've got somebody out there doing the same thing cheaper and faster, that's a big change in your industry. And that's what's, going on this morning, that we realize that perhaps this DeepSeek is doing things a lot faster and a lot cheaper. And everyone has to adjust. I think, there's other big news coming on this week. The Fed's out there on Wednesday with an interest rate, decision, 99%. Expectations of no interest rate change. But again, all ears and eyes are going to be on the press release and the press conference to see what Powell says. He, the expectations are for kind of a hawkish tone to his comments on the press release. So we'll see. And maybe some of that selling and hedging is going on today, in anticipation of a hawkish comments from the Fed. Also, the ECB, the European Central Bank, they're going to cut rates this week. I forgot if it's Wednesday or Thursday for their decision. And there's a lot of earnings coming out. And again, in the midst of the DeepSeek news and everything going on, Tesla, Apple, Meta, and Microsoft are all reporting. And beyond that, you've got Intel, Apple, Starbucks, Caterpillar, ExxonMobil, Chevron. So a lot of big names and just a lot of earnings this week that could be driving the markets as well. So we'll be back. I might come back tomorrow, depending on the news flow surrounding DeepSeek and the markets. But otherwise, be back on Wednesday before the Fed's meeting. If you need any help, it's a dangerous time in the markets, as I said. Very overvalued markets. A lot of people pointing towards an AI bubble. Any questions, if we can provide any help, give me a call, send me an email. Thank you. Goodbye.